Okay, it's day 1, and Dylan and I have decided to move to the woods in Kentucky. So, we'll see. Day 1, we'll ask Dad tomorrow, see what his opinion is, and then we'll go from there. So, it's day 2, and I just wanted to give a little debrief because I want to film this whole process just in case it actually works. Dylan and I always say, like, we'll get home from work and we're like, okay, when are we moving to the woods? You guys see me joke about it on my Instagram, like, all right, I'm ready to move to the woods. And honestly, we are just like going through life. We like our jobs, but there's nothing for us here in Florida, like nothing. Like, we don't really have too many friends, we don't have family, we're just going to work, go home, and that's it. And so we know we want to move, but we do like our job, so I don't know, we're figuring it out. And so we always are like, okay, well, where are we going to go next? And we don't know because we'd move anywhere really. Dylan's always wanted to go far out west, and like living down here, I realized like I want to be closer to home. I don't want to move home by any means, but like I want to have a 6-hour drive home at most, 6 to 7 hours. So anywhere around there. So my family has land in Kentucky, and they have since I was little, and it's just, there's nothing on it. There's no like electric or anything. There's a little cabin that's like super run down, like a tree fell on it and the roof caved in, but it has like a little pond and stuff. And so yesterday I texted Dylan in the morning when I was at work, and I was like, okay, ready to move to the woods yet? And he said, why don't we just go to the Kentucky land? And I was like, okay, like I'm all in, let's go. And then we were thinking about it, and we're like we could actually do that. Okay, so it's day 3. We got to talk to my dad last night. We knew he would tell us all the things that that would go wrong. So that's why we really want to talk to him, because he would give us all the negative aspects of it, which is something that is obviously really important because we have no idea what we're doing. So we talked for probably like an hour last night. We went over like, it's gonna be really freaking hard, we know that, and like how we'll make money. It's not that we plan to stop working by any means, but it might take time off of work to rebuild the cabin, because nothing is actually there like in the cabin. So anyway, so we talked about it, and we decided to not like give us a determined timeline. So Dylan and I's lease is up in June, or in the end of August, because we signed a 13-month lease. So the end of August our lease is up, and we would love to leave then, but it's a matter of like money and how much money we'll have saved by then to be able to just hit the road. So we're not giving ourselves a hard deadline of 6 months. We'll see where we're at in like 3 to 4 months and how much money we have saved. And then we also need to go to the cabin. My parents haven't been there in like 10 years. Dylan and I have been twice. We went our senior year of high school, and then we went again last year. And so my parents don't know what condition the cabin's in. So it's in Kentucky, and it's literally just a cabin in the woods, and a tree fell on it. So like the roof needs repaired. There's nothing inside. There's no like plumbing. Like there is an old septic tank, I think, but it's just a 1-room cabin. And there's like a pond, and it's stocked with fish and everything, but no one's been there in like 10 years, except I think a neighbor has been like going and like probably hunting there or fishing and stuff, which is totally fine. Better for someone to use it. But last time we were there, someone cleaned it up and like swept the inside of it, because there's like snakes and like animals living inside of there. So we need to go down and see what condition it's actually in. But we like have a lot of planning to do, because like we literally want to move there and live there for a long time. So my dad was like, doesn't understand that. Like Dylan and I have always planned in the long term we want to live off the grid, like no matter, like it doesn't matter where we are. It's not like some new idea that we came up with. Like I've researched living off grid for a long time, and something that I've always wanted to do. I've never like wanted to live a suburban lifestyle really, so we want to move to the woods. So the first things we've done, we talked about it, great. We've set a reasonable timeline, like, so if not in 6 months, then in like a year. Not any longer than that, because we don't want to keep paying rent down here, like a ridiculous amount for rent, and just spending all our money. And so first things I've done, which, because it's super overwhelming, because we have to have a water source, a drinking water source, like shower water source, power, solar power, hydro power, wind power, like there's all those different options, plumbing, like a bathroom, a sink, how we want a refrigerator to run, if we want propane or it to run off of electric. We have to make a driveway, like clear out a driveway because it's super overgrown with trees, like all of that, those things. And plus the cabin is on top of a hill, so it makes it a little more complicated because there's streams and things on the land, but we have to run the water up the hill to get to the cabin. And also just not rebuilding the cabin, but basically rebuilding the cabin, like checking the floorboards, the ceilings, there's like a back room attached to the cabin that has a window, so like any animals can get in because a tree fell on the back, so it's like completely open to all elements. So literally just gutting it and then rebuilding everything. So it's like huge project, obviously, and it'll be a ton of work, and we just have to go by baby steps. So what I did this morning was I just created a Google Doc, and I put a calendar, so a Google Drive, and I put a 2020 calendar in there, and then spaced out every 2 weeks, I put a different topic to like research, so that it's kind of organized. So on the calendar I put like hydropower, and so for 2 weeks I'll research hydropower, and then I hyperlinked a document to that to keep all of the information about hydropower in there. So any videos I find helpful, any information, everything online, pricing, how it works, everything like that, so that we can have a full understanding of each like source of power, or for everything really, have a full understanding before we decide which would be best for us, because everyone's situation is different. And so you'll find stuff online, but it really doesn't pertain to you if like you're in a different location or you don't have fast running water and things like that. So it will be interesting, it will be fun. I'm really excited because this is like my dream. So I'm excited, and I'm documenting everything, but I'm not gonna say anything to anyone really until probably I tell work, which will be like a month before. So I'm just gonna document all this. It's February 20th right now, and we'll see how it goes. Okay? Bye. Hello. Okay, so I wanted to hop on here and take another video and just update you guys on what's going on. So something no one ever expected to happen has happened, and there's a world pandemic going on, and I just really wish I already lived in the woods right now, you know? That would be really nice if I didn't have to worry about any of this, but the coronavirus has taken everything over. So like March 12th, shit hit the fan really with the coronavirus, and like everyone started freaking out. Anyways, Dylan is working from home now. I am literally just waiting to be told I can work from home, but I'm just waiting it out. Anyways, so yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of just, everything's weird right now. But if I also start working from home, then Dylan and I may go to Kentucky and start working on the cabin, which would be crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do, really. It will be interesting. So I just want to keep you guys updated. Everything has changed, but also not so much.